jogo contra a máquina, contra o Indiana Pacers, no campeonato Amigos NBA, o segundo campeonato. Tomei uma cacetada no primeiro jogo pro nosso amigo Brandon, com o Boston Celtics. Deu uma desanimada no último quarto, mas vamos lá, a luta é contra a máquina, contra o humano é outra história. Vai que eu quebro os tabus aí mais pra frente. No primeiro jogo não deu certo não, beleza? Vamos que vamos.
Let's meet your Philadelphia 76ers. At the power forward position, 6'5", number 17, PJ Tucker. At forward, 6'8", number 12, Defiant Evans. At guard, 6'3", Tyrese Maxey. At the point guard, 6'5", number 1, James Harden. At center, 7 foot, number 21, Joel Embiid.
Welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Just about ready to start this one off, but before we do, let's get a last-second report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The guard pair, Halliburton and Mathurin. Hield is out there with Smith, and it's Turner in at the 5. And for Philadelphia, on the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Maxey out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. It's a battle of the bigs. Two fantastic centers, Clark, in this matchup tonight. Some throwback basketball.
Well, you know, there was a time, Kevin, when centers dominated the league. And as you said, tonight we're going to throw it back to those days. A clean pass that time from Halliburton to a wide-open teammate. Just smart ball movement there.
Harden finds Maxey. To the left wing, back to Harris. No good on the 3. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
And the centerpiece of that Sabonis trade last year. Halliburton looks like a future star.
So consistent and mature for a young guy, Greg. That's what jumps off the page at me. Knockdown shooter, clever playmaker, and continues to put the work in to get better every year and bring his teammates with him.
First free throw is good. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college. And that scared some teams away, but boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
Halliburton hits them both.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
You know, you can't allow Harris to get comfortable there now, guys. I mean, once he gets the positioning he wants, you're toast.
Shot by Hield, nobody around, drops in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
That's tipped. They get it back. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Turner. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Joel Embiid. Shooting one.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Embiid. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
Maxey kicks it to Tucker. From past the arc. Harden's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And stolen by Harris. Maxey passes to Harden. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Hield.
2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Smith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Harden against Halliburton. Pulls up. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You know, with his hard charging style, Harden has to be able to finish through contact, and he's learned how to do that with his skill and strength. No problem for him.
And Turner stays with it.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Hey, there's no denying the direction in Philly. They want to win now. The Sixers have an attitude coming from their front office that they want to get it done now, and I like seeing that.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. Reed comes in for P.J. Tucker. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Harris. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. Now, here's Milton. Melton feeling it out a bit. Stolen by Jackson. And they're running. Three-pointer Hield. And the Pacers another 3.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Pass to Reed. Right wing. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. Lets a floater go. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. 40 seconds left to play in the first. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now here's Hield. He has 6. A nice shot by Nesmith.
And not just a score. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Melton passes to Harrell. Here's Maxey. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Inside, here's Halliburton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Assisted.
And that's now 6 points for Tyrese Halliburton. Gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Indiana with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Here come your Philadelphia 76ers.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second.
Ver quantas bolas de 3 que os caras acertou. Ah, que raiva. Comparei aqui, ó. 3 bolas de 3, 9 pontos. A diferença praticamente do jogo. Né?
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Indiana.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got Smith. He's out there with Turner, and it's Halliburton in at the two-guard spot. And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. Now, I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. The 76ers trail by 13. Here's Harden on the wing. Going inside. Yep, that one goes. Harden's got 6 points.
He's so good at making the defense feel and look helpless. Even when they're right on him, Harden finds a way to make defenders look silly at times.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 6. Here's Turner. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And that finish sums up the whole game. They have a big lead due to execution on drives just like that.
Up again, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
More than likely, if there's a second chance bucket to be had, Embiid will get it. Makes him work even harder on the boards when he knows there's pay dirt at the end of it.
And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
Halliburton with it, and it's Harden picking him up, and it's Turner finishing it off.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Harris kicks to Harden. The offensive rebound. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Harris.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will. The second chance.
And the Pacers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Embiid, and the lead is down inside single digits. Embiid's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Now here's Hield. 6 points for him. Takes it inside. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Turner, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Melton. Lays it up off the glass. Melton's got his first basket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
The first free throw is good.
We all know Hill can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Both free throws good from Hill. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
The shot's good.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Hill. And that one hits back iron.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And we finished one half of basketball. Pacers out in front. They're up by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Doc. A high-scoring affair in the first half. Did you think coming in that it would be this kind of shootout?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. It was all about Indiana as the game got going. They put together some nice offensive stretches and at one point led by as many as 10. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was in double digits. Second quarter, not quite as good, but still managed to maintain control and enjoy a 7-point advantage at the break. What'd you think, Shaq, about Indiana?
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they're making every play.
And that'll...
Halftime show presented by 2K.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You gotta like what Miles Turner, guys, has done in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
The 76ers trail by 7.
The Pacers still looking to find their way a bit. Struggled last year in Rick Carlisle's return, but I think the future is bright. Ended up near the bottom of the Eastern Conference, but they've got some nice young pieces to build around.
On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Harris in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Now here's Embiid after the miss from Buddy Hield. Here's the 3. Harris's shot is off. If you know about Indiana, the Pacers a young team that's still looking for a leader.
Yeah, they're in growth mode right now. Clearly a team in transition, but that's not always bad. I mean, I love some of their young pieces, and I'm excited to see what this team can look like in a year or two.
And, Greg, you watch Mathurin. He is built to score at this NBA level.
Excellent spot-up shooter. He plays above the rim, and once he gets more comfortable scoring off the bounce, watch out.
And so he hits both. Mark of guys playing today, who would you put your money on to be a successful NBA coach?
You know, Kevin, the smart money is on point guards, but I think any player that's been a student of the game could be a successful coach, but point guards most likely is my answer. Chris Paul, maybe even a guy like Jalen Brunson in the future.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
This team needed a spark, and boy, did they get one with that incredible attack at the rim.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Timeout call, the 76ers.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Outside, Maxey to the wing on the left. And Tucker kicks to Maxey. Three-pointer. And with that shot, the Indians cut to just 7 points in the basket from James Harden.
Harden, so versatile offensively. He initiate, he can play off the ball, he can beat you in transition. He's going to get his points. You can bet on that.
Halliburton passes to Turner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Maxey. That's in. The assist from Embiid. Embiid's got 3 assists now in this one. Healed outside. Pass to Smith. It's over Tucker. Smith, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
In total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Mathurin, good.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
On the wing, Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Back to Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Now, here's Halliburton. He has 6, and the Pacers call time here.
There aren't many players with a quicker first step than Tyrese Maxey.
And I love the way he uses it to his advantage, Greg. I mean, he's got an athletic advantage over most of the guys that are defending him, and he'll exploit it every chance he gets. But that quick first step and fearlessness, lethal combination.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. Reed comes in for P.J. Tucker. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. Now, here's Neesmith. Jackson trying to break free. And McConnell gets it to go.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
On the wing, Milton. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And Harden comes to help. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Nemhard's got his first points of the game.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And a fast break now for the Pacers. And it's Mathurin missing. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tomara que, né, o último quarto seja melhor. Pra mim, 5 pontinhos, quem tava com 10 atrás, chegou a estar 3.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. McConnell with it, and it's Harden picking him up.
James Harden.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Third team foul. Shooting for Indiana. T.J. McConnell.
That's good from McConnell.
Taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Reed kicks to Harden. Back to Milton. On the wing, Milton. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
This really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Pacers lead by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this.
5 pontos de diferença.
In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Pacers. Filling the perimeter slots are Halliburton and Hield. Smith is out there with Turner. And it's McConnell in at the point. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Boy, when Turner gets it rolling now, he can be a dominant scorer.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Tucker finds Harden. Clock at 6. And the 76ers get it back. Bucket is good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's McConnell after the made shot from Joel Embiid. And McConnell gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the shot is good. And that's 11 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for Indiana. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. It's good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Harden following the score by Tyrese Halliburton.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Indiana.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That one goes. Count it. And now it's an 11-point Pacer lead.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Now, here's Halliburton. Harden missing his last shot. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Three-pointer, Hield. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Pacers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Miles Turner.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Shooting 2.
mero participante de campeonato vai tomando uma cacetada no último quarto.
The first one falls, and the 76ers with a completely new group now. Indiana also making some changes. Wara checked in, and Chris Duarte subbed in for Halliburton. Smith hits them both. This state of Indiana, Clark, they are crazy about the game of basketball, aren't they?
Yeah, hoops is part of the DNA of the Hoosier State. Drawing huge fans for high school games, college games. They love the college hoopsters, and at the pro level, the Pacers and Fever both have loyal and strong followers.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now the pass to Duarte. Outside Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Duarte shot good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Melton, no good. Here's McConnell. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it.
Até a próxima!